So we back on. All right, so we're back. I need to pay the bills with those commercials. I probably won't even add one because I keep doing that all the time. But so where we left off was a great topic, a big topic this week. Ja Morant. I don't even know what to say, man. Like other than his age, there's no excuse. I mean, it's the people around him. He's got to ditch the friends that are going to record his every move. I don't think a lot of people mention his dad. His dad hasn't been the best role model in the public eye. Nobody knows what goes on behind the scenes, but Ja respects his dad, so something goes right in that relationship. I don't know. I don't know the reason why he has millions of dollars and he's not paying people to carry guns around him legally, period. None of it makes sense, but I don't know. I don't have an answer, but I know one thing I'll say right now. I'm a fan no matter what. People make mistakes. Like, I love the kid. He showed a lot of heart through his play, college. I mean, but I don't think, like, the people around him don't have his best interest.
But here's the thing, too. Like, the first time you give him a pass, he's young, a lot of money. Iverson went through that. A lot of these stars go through that because it's like a loyalty thing with your friends, and I understand all that. But when you sign up to be in the best league in the world, and you're a role model to a bunch of kids and tons of people, you got to put things. You got to change, man. You got to change. He said he went to counseling, so everyone forgot about it. But to do it again, that's an issue with me, bro. Like
months later,
that's disrespectful. You look like a liar now. You're not the person you're saying you are. And I understand people are saying, like, well, he made a mistake. You can't do that again. Like that, all these kids
make another mistake.
Yeah, like
different.
Yeah, something like all these kids dying from gun violence, and African Americans dying from gun. And it's just like you're sitting there in a car promoting a gun. When you just got it, you just went publicly and said, I went to counseling, I made a mistake. Like, what? For what? So your assistant made you do that, said you did all this stuff just to make you look good. So you don't really care about the kids that loved you, care about you, pay to see you play. The reason why you just signed a, $260 million contract?
Yeah, he
to
lost
throw it away?
So
Yeah.
he's getting like
And it's
one
an image, bro. And for our people, African Americans, I'm not making this a race thing, but it's like it's an image, bro. It's like it just gives people to say they see that they can't even control their money. They act a fool. Like when we're trying to change who we are and show what we can do positive, and it just puts us back again. It's just like it's just sad, man. It's sad with the whole,
it is
guns too, bro. Like guns, not missing practice or getting in a fight. Someone came at you and you fought in a club.
Right.
It's literally a gun, bro.
Right.
Something that's killing kids, killing people in the world right now. Like, and you're promoting it like this. And shame on your friend, bro. Like,
exactly.
That's where it really. And you know what? But God has plans. So if his friend never put it up, he's still doing it. You get what I'm saying? So he was still hiding the fact that
he was still doing it. Yeah.
So it just got exposed. And it is sad because I like I think he's a great basketball player, but at the end of the day, you got to be all above. You can't just be a great basketball player and an a-hole.
Right.
So, man. So let me try to wrap this up because we could talk about this all day, and I know we got a couple other topics, Mike. Let me try to wrap this up because I brought it up, and my mentality was exactly what you two just said. And then the bigger picture is teaching the kids from this lesson. The moral to the story is what I do with my kids and all the kids that I come in contact with. I teach them from my mistakes. Like, I'm like, yo, I did this wrong. Don't do this. Make your own mistakes, right? Do something else. I already fell in that rabbit hole. I'm telling you where it's at so you can avoid it, right? So now anybody that got in trouble for anything along the line, I use that for my kids and every kid that I came in contact with. I said, hey, did you see what happened to so-and-so? Don't be an idiot. Avoid this rabbit hole. He got into trouble. It's on the biggest stage. And I'm going to use what both of you said. You said the friends around him. So what I'm suggesting is all the role models, all the parents, if you're talking to kids about this, use that. You see the friends that he has around him, you got to watch people that you have around you. And then Diego, with you, so Mike said the friends around you. Diego, you said what was the thing you said you made the same mistake twice. Don't make the same mistake twice. You're gonna make mistakes, but when you make that mistake, learn from that. Don't make the same mistake twice. Now, the last but not least, we have to try to tell these kids that no matter what, he's a role model. So if you get to this level, if you're lucky enough to get to this level, kids are watching you. So for you to be a complete idiot and have this status and know that people are watching you and kids are watching you to keep doing this and this and this, like you said, Diego, it's out here killing people. And this is what you're promoting, bro. You have a million other things that you could be doing and be promoting with your time because you're a role model. Kids look up to you. So it's bad in that sense, but the bigger picture is we have to teach the kids through this example. We can't let this go and just be like, oh, well, he's just another dumb brother who just can't get his act together, blah, blah, blah. No, we have to use it as an example for the kids to help them be better. And if we can do that, then it's not all for nothing. But if we don't do that, then it's all for nothing and nobody learns a lesson from it. And if you don't learn a lesson from it, it's going to continue to happen just in different ways.
Well, it's sad.
What I find interesting, right? You guys bring up the race thing, and the people that are getting Ja Morant's back online mostly right now are white gun owners, NRA people popping up saying, "Why can't people have guns or whatever?" Like, it's so.
Where does that stem from? But Mike, where does that stem from?
They have different motives, though. They just want the gun law to be.
Yeah, but you know where that stems from. Who was there before? You know what I mean? It's all stems from that. I'm not even going to say his name, but it all stems from something. But that's what I'm saying. It gives people power to say things. They don't care about him. They just care about the gun.
Exactly.
They don't care about him. They're just like they want to use it.
They care about the gun laws. They're like, no, don't stop it now. Don't stop the gun laws now. Yeah, so
they don't care about it, man. It's
crazy.
It is. I mean, he just put things like the first time I was shocked, but it happens.
Right.
People make mistakes, like you said, D. But to do it 2 months later, bro, 2 months.
It's a slap in the face, and they're gonna really come down on him. He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose a ton of money, which whatever. I guess he got it to lose, but
he lost the Supermax. He lost because of the first incident. Because he already, he didn't even make an All-NBA team. He didn't even. He's
gonna end up losing. He's gonna end up losing a lot of friends too, because a lot of people aren't hanging around with him.
Yeah, he's gonna lose. He's gonna lose friends. He's gonna lose contract. He's gonna lose. Just it's sad. And then let's switch this. Then you get someone like Michael Irvin, who got who lost everything, and he didn't even do anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird, bro. It's like I don't get it, bro. I'm just when I seen that, I thought that was fake. I thought they were just bringing it up again.
I thought it was fake too.
I swear to God, I seen that. I was like, "Oh, this is a replay."
Yeah. That probably happened 2 summers.
That happened.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, like what? This is not happening right now. But
my bad, Mike. I know this is off topic, so I just had to touch it.
I would have thrown it in. The thing that is crazy to me, I almost got banned from Facebook because I commented to someone, just fucking shoot somebody. If you're gonna do it, what's the you're throwing your whole career away anyway. You keep pulling this gun out. There's never been. It's not like a
little ass gun too.
It wasn't self-defense. No self-defense. Nothing happening.
No, just carrying it, bro. Just carrying it. All right, next let's talk about my man's camp coming up on Friday. All the kids should be going to that camp. I'm a true believer of what he does. I told you MTM's his home. And I'm excited for these kids. You know, I've stopped in him and watched D work with the kids, and he's it's a blessing, bro. It's like seeing all the kids that I grew up with doing things like positive things, but you know, D does it right, man. He has elite kids. He doesn't care. He treats them all the same level of. They all got to do it. He pushes them, but he does it positive. I yell. He does it really positive, and it's fun to watch, and it's it's just going to keep growing. And just to make an announcement, we have some plans this summer that me and D about to shake up Worcester real quick. Like we're gonna flip it upside down.
It's a long time coming. It's been a long time.
And it's things that nobody's ever done. You know what I'm saying? It's things that and we're gonna, like he said, he signed up. He's a regional
scout
with a scout. So now we're gonna add that into it, and we're gonna really get these kids in the city to have, an opportunity right in front of them, and if they take the opportunity, it's right there. So
right there.
I mean, I'm excited, and we're gonna get other people involved. Huh?
What's the scholarship? I know you said someone's getting a scholarship.
So the scholarship is due to, and then I gotta edify my man D for what he does, because he edified me. But the scholarships are basically, so we get funds for my program, and we get funds through United Way, and Yes We Care. It's a nonprofit organization, and they fund us. So with the funds, we're able to give scholarships for kids so they can come for free, so they can come for free, come to the workouts for free. It doesn't cost them anything. It's basically paid for through the funds that we get. So that's what the scholarship's all about. And honestly, it's like this. I wasn't a privileged kid coming up, man. I didn't have a lot of money, man. My mother wasn't super wealthy, my father was in and out. So I couldn't get into a lot of things. I couldn't get into things that I wanted to get into or needed to get into, to get exposure, to be able to have fun. And, I did what I did. We did what we could. Right. But now, being that I can give back, and I can give back to those kids, some of the most talented kids are the kids that can't afford it to get in there. So I want them to have the opportunity. And honestly, I'm getting more funds where I'm going to be able to fund some of this NIL stuff, this NIL exposure for kids, and give them a free profile for a year. And that's my goal. I want to give as many kids free profiles for a year. And then if they choose to renew it after that year, that's on them. But I want to give as many kids as possible free profiles for a year to the NIL. But real quick, I want to edify D, man. So D is phenomenal at what he does. Let me just start there. And I've been watching him. Now he's coaching both of my kids. I mean, not that he didn't train my older kids and help with them too, but now I'm like in the gym with him. I'm traveling. I'm watching him, and I've been watching D for a long time. He's been doing his thing for a long time, and I'm gonna tell you, D is a master at what he does. He's been doing it for so long. When you do something for so long, first of all, we've been playing for a long time. So we already have that IQ and that knowledge of the game from playing. And he's taken that knowledge and now has a ton of experience training and helping kids get to the next level. And it's just phenomenal for me to watch, because I'm good at what I do, but he's a master at it. And now when we come together, I bring to the table different elements of it. Like he said, we have different styles. He has a different style than I have, but when we blend them together, it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be a phenomenal blend, because, there's going to be certain kids that take well to however people coach. If they're aggressive, if they yell, and there's certain people that don't. And to have both in there, people will attract to what they want and what they're used to, and certain kids will attract to me, certain kids will attract to him, and we'll be able to touch everybody and be able to get everybody's attention in the gym, and then put our little spice on here and there. I'll put my spice, he'll put his spice. But he had this idea that we're going to do with this mini camp, and it is phenomenal. That's my word, right, Mike? That's my word.
That's a new t-shirt.
This mini camp I'm just gonna break it down to you right now, to everybody that's gonna be watching this. This mini camp that we are about to do is going to be phenomenal. If your kids are not at this mini camp, I don't know what to tell you, man. Maybe they'll catch the next one because the kids are gonna be talking about it, parents are gonna be talking about it, the city's gonna be talking about it. And now that we got the NIL exposure linked in where they're gonna be able to put all of that onto that page.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I'm telling you, it's something that me and D been talking about for a while, a couple of years now. That it's never been done. You know, I come up with all this stuff. I came up with Tiny Tots. Let's just throw that out there.
Yep.
2009, I brought out Tiny Tots. Now everyone's doing it. But I do a lot of things. My mind, I tell you, my mind don't sleep. But this one here, I wanted to bring in masters with me, like DeMarr and I think Pat Williams is going to help. Sasha's going to help. Sam O'Gara is going to help. There's a lot of basketball minds. You know, it's not ego. It's we're going to attract girls, we're going to attract guys, we're going to attract little kids. We're going to do it for everybody because I feel now with DeMarr bringing this element into it, it just makes it even better because the exposure part and the reality part, that's the key to me is how good are you? You get what I'm trying to say to you? Like, yes, you can drop 30, but you're giving up 20. So you're only plus 10. So how does that help in me? Is you're going to learn how to play defense. Yep. You're going to learn how to be a better player. And when they leave there, they're going to work harder. They're going to learn how to compete without someone pushing them. You get what I mean? There's kids that are the most talented kids are the laziest kids, bro. They are lazy. They're entitled. You know, some of the parents let them, they get to go to these camps they really don't want to go to, spend thousands of dollars, and the other kids that really want to go to don't have sneakers to go to. They don't have a ride. So we're going to give the opportunity to all these type of kids, and we're going to put them on a platform to showcase who they really are. And we're going to test their will, and we're going to test their everything.
Don't give them too much. I got to stop.
I'm not going to give it to them, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you miss it, you're going to miss something great because it's not about us.
You're going to be disappointed.
Yeah, it's not about us. It's about exposure. You can be exposed or you can get exposure. Remember that.
Oh, I think that might have to be the slogan right there.
I keep telling people you want to go to these exposure camps and you can be exposed or you can get exposure.
Get exposure.
So this is what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do to the kids. Hey. So you'll have your exposure, but don't get exposed.
Oh, hey, Friday. We'll get.
Listen, I've been saying it forever, bro. I want my kids to go to these exposure camps and these elite games. Hey, you might have a bad week that weekend.
Exposed.
Now you're exposed. You didn't get exposure.
We're gonna
build that.
Is that the exposure? Is that the exposure you was looking for?
Exactly. But that's the mentality that me and D and our crew is gonna bring. We're gonna bring that mental part of the game that's lost, bro. Like if you're pound dribble and you mess up, it's okay, bro. Stop looking around because you don't want to be the one messing up in the line and getting all discouraged and mad. Pound the shit, get the ball, get back up and go. Right. That's how you become a good player, bro. Right. You know what I mean? Stop doing it safe. I always say that. Stop playing it safe. You play it safe too much. But we ain't going to bring that because we're going to be motivated counselors and trainers.
Yes.
And their grill. And it's and numbers don't lie. So it's right in front of you, bro.
The best part of it, what you just said, numbers don't lie, is we are going to have analytics and all types of
everything
to let the kids know what they need to work on.
Yes.
Most of these kids, they go to the gym and they work on their strengths and they're working on things that they're already good at to show you, oh, look what I'm good at. I can do this. I can do that. Yeah, well, we know you can do that, but what do you need to work on? So what we're going to do is we're going to show the kids their weaknesses. Like, this is where you need to improve. So how about you start working on this and stop working on this a little bit, still work on it, but don't put as much time and as much effort into this because you already kind of got that going for you. How about you work on this, which is your weakness? And that's kind of what we're gonna do. We're gonna have weakness, and drill it and say, okay, now work on that. We're gonna keep working you until we find your weakness and expose that weakness and say, now go work on that. And then you'll be a complete player.
So off that topic, he just gave 3 camps away. So I'm gonna explain. I'm not gonna explain what the camps are gonna be. So one's a combine. So that's gonna show the exposure kids, right? Then we're gonna have an all defensive camp. No one does that, right? Nobody does that. We're gonna teach you denying.
You're giving them a lot. You're giving them a lot, D.
The third one is offhand mini camp. If you're righty, you're doing all lefty. If you're lefty, you're doing everything righty. So D just touched base. So those are the 3 camps that we're going to offer. There might be scholarships. There might not.
Well,
but
we'll see.
Again, we're gonna do all 3 at a discounted rate. But at the end of the day, this is going to be the best opportunity for you parents to see where your kid really, what level he really is.
Let's be clear. There's probably not going to be scholarships for these.
Yep.
There's scholarships for Alba camps right now because of the way that I'm doing it and I'm getting sponsored, and that's the way we're doing it. But when we collaborate, it's a whole different level of, I just told everybody, you're a master at what you do. When masters come in, they don't do stuff the way other people do them, right? And when a master comes into town, a master is coming into town, and everybody is coming to see that master perform, and nobody's looking for a deal. Right? That's just the way things go. I'm not here to sugarcoat it. I don't know. If I was gonna say I'm a master, I would be wrong. I'm not a master. I know that. I'm not here to, it's not about me. I love the game. I teach the basics very well. I love to get back to the basics. I love to do that. But when it comes to getting people to the next level, I give my kids to Diago. I give my kids to Diago. Put it like that, right? So my kids are high level kids. I get them to a point, and then I pass them off.
Same thing with me, man. I'm humble. If I can't give a kid something I know, I'll send them to somewhere else. I'll say, listen, like happened with Aaliyah. I got to a point where my AAU wasn't as elite at that age for her. Spoke with her parents. She went down to New York. All good things.
There's levels to everything.
There's all levels. I'm not an ego monster, bro.
I know. And that's why we can work together.
That's why I love the game, bro. It's about the game. D loves the game. Like I tell his kids, like when he's yelling at Cash on the sideline, I pull him aside and I say, in the huddle, I'll say it real quick. I said, he's yelling at you because he's a fan of the game, bro. He's not yelling at you because he's your dad. He's a fan. He loves the game, and you're cheating it.
Yeah.
When you're in the car, I love you. You're my son. You competed. You didn't play well, but you got out here. You woke up. You grinded all week, but you didn't play. That's your dad. On that court, it's the game, bro. It's different. So you got to be able to separate that. I tell my kids that all the time, and I'm just excited. You know, we got the 40 over league. We got these mini camps. It's gonna be on in MGM, bro. It's about to be crazy. And Mike, you're gonna have first row. You got the VIP pass, bro.
Yes, sir.
Media pass. So we're gonna have all types of people in there. If people want to go, we're gonna invite people. Mike, you got first dibs. But you know, all these guys like Danny Ortiz, who does a lot of things for us. We're gonna have everyone there.
Let's go.
They can make their videos and promote themselves, and it's gonna be awesome. And I'm so happy to work with D and what he's done. And it's just like
there's the whole
it's
reason.
Crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's gonna be nuts.
Conversation tonight because
it's crazy, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
At some point, I'm gonna take some credit too, because 2 years ago, set up a podcast with you guys and said, "Man, it was rivalry. These are my guys. These are the guys who are doing this for the city." 2 years later, this is the chemistry. This is what you guys were talking about. This is what would have happened if you guys got on that North team together.
Oh, we're state champions. I ain't gonna lie.
Absolutely about to crush it. They're already crushing it. So
they would have won the second state champion. They would have won the second state or the third state championship this year.
Yeah, we would have won that shit twice, 3 times.
Let's go. I mean,
no one would have beat us. No one would have beat us.
Nah, it was.
And that's what hurt me. And that's what hurt me the most, bro. Just going going to DeMarr's house after school, going with Joey and Damien, and we all hanging out. They were rappers, and I was just listening, and it was just fun. You know what I mean? I always hung around with different kids at Friendly House, and you know what I mean? But getting like, those are my boys, bro. You know what I mean? And I was so excited about that year, bro. Like, just so I was like, dude, we're about to like blow Worcester up. There's never a team, bro. Like this North team was really, really good. Don't get me wrong. They were, but what we had back then, bro, it was crazy.
I'll be honest
It
with
was
you.
crazy, bro.
I think I told somebody this when I first came here to play that year. That was 93, right, D?
93, yep, 93.
That was my first year back at North. So 93 is my sophomore year. So when we went to the gym and we was working out for tryouts or whatever, and we're coming down one end of the court, and then it was a dead ball, and Diago looked at me. He was like, "Yo, go back door. I'm gonna throw you alley-oop." I'm like, yo. And so I go back door. He throws me alley-oop. Son, but when he left, that left. There was no. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. There was no. I love Joe. I love Joe. Joe, rest in peace. That's my brother. That's my brother. Everybody knows, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was none of that. There was no. And I was a leader in my own way, but we didn't have that type of leader that was like, yo, boom, this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing. And I talked to BT, I talked to Brian Terry, and we went out to the Boys and Girls Club out there in Lynch.
Yeah, I seen that was dope. That was dope.
He was telling me, he was like, yo, Diago was just different, bro. He was like, he always wanted to work. He was a workaholic, bro. He was like, after practice, we was like, all right, yo, let's go. And he was like, where y'all going? We're not going nowhere. We staying in here. We gonna do some work like after practice. And we didn't have that, bro.
Yeah.
We didn't have that, and I wasn't that. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I wasn't that. You know me. I was rhyming. I was scrambling, whatever. But if you would have stayed and you brought that would have been the difference between us winning and losing. And be honest with you, and I hope my New Bedford people hear this, and I hope they hear this. We would have beat New Bedford because we was really talented, right? Just as talented as them, but we also had an upper edge on them. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's kind of like LeBron in Golden State, what just happened with them. Bron knew Golden State. He played against them guys a lot. I knew all of them guys. I knew what their strengths were, what their weaknesses were, and I would have just fed it to everybody. Like, yo, this guy, he can shoot. This guy, he can jump. That's all he does is dunk. This guy, he does this. This guy, I would have gave you all the breakdown, and they wouldn't have no clue what you guys did. And we would have had the upper hand, and we would have won. But yeah, when you left, the leadership left.
It was sad. I mean, God works in mysterious ways. I said that, but I always even told Brian, I said, dude, you know what? Oh my God.
I just saw that.
Well, that was bad. Damn. But I just said I always wanted to play with D, bro. Like I just like Rashad and Joey again. I always played with Joe as a younger kid, but my cousin like Damian, bro, like and Jay Price and Sean,
so much talent.
God, dang, and Sal Morales, rest in peace, my boy. But it's like, wow, where pick and choose where you're gonna go, bro. Like D would have had more dunks. We would have brought a different style. We would have brought a different style. Yeah, it would have been a different style of play.
Yeah,
because you could go any combination with that team, bro.
Crazy.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
You can go all guards and DeMarr, or you can go bigs and two guards.
Crazy.
So it was like pick who you want.
Because I was playing in the post too. I could play in the post
that's
too.
What I was saying. I would have you doing.
If that team formed, that team that you're talking about, could they have beaten North of this year?
Yes.
Oh, DeMarr, I was waiting for your answer. I love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You have Diago Mcclain. First. B, DeMarr. Who? Let me just say one thing. Rashad and Sal will not let them do that. Listen to me. There ain't no layups.
The game is just so different, too.
Yeah, bro. There is no layups. There's no layups. Damian can shoot the shit out of the ball. Joey could get by, and he was a little tough little guard.
Yeah,
can pass, can dribble, can shoot.
And I'm not letting you score on me.
Yeah, DeMar's length, bro. He'll make a move on you that you think you got him. Then you'll just look at your coach and say, What do you want me to do? That's what he'll do to you. He'll make you argue, bro. And here's the difference. These kids have all the talent in the world. I love watching them play.
They're super talented.
But here, They didn't have what we had, and they didn't have this, bro. That's the difference.
I see
We're
it.
a little tougher, and we were more knowledgeable. We had more IQ. We
Yeah.
knew when to slow it down. We knew when to push it. We knew when to press. We knew what we had to do. You know what I mean? That's the different now. It's just like,
Yeah.
but athleticism, we had athletic. We had some athletes, bro. Don't get it wrong. Like DeMarr jump out the damn gym.
Yeah,
Rashad was like a bucks fucking 80, bro.
Right.
And
Yeah. Imagine
Sal was
these kids
big, but
playing against Rashad right now. Like these kids, like, Rashad's a bull.
he was a monster, bro.
He was a
Yeah,
bull.
even Sal was lefty, bro. And he played like Vin Baker, bro. Like it was
Yeah.
hard to defend him, bro.
No, yeah,
He
it
would
was
spin
tough.
on you, fade,
Tough.
rebound, pass.
Tough.
Damian didn't miss. Damian had
Yeah.
handles.
Yep.
He could D up. He could shoot.
You
Me at the
didn't miss.
point.
Your handles were disgusting. Like, come on, man. What are we talking
they
about?
kind of still are. I seen him today.
No, they are. No, they are still. They are still.
It's kind of crazy, man. But
Yeah, but
know.
it's like it's great. But I'm glad. I'm so happy. You know, these kids in Worcester finally did it. You know what I mean? DeMarr had a big part of that. People don't, like I always say, people don't give assistant coaches a lot of credit. But I've sat and watched the games. What DeMarr does on the bench, bro, is key. And like what Sam does on the bench is key. I think without them, we are not who we are, bro. It's the truth. Without a great assistant coach, you're not a great coach. You might think you are, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? So what
You need
DeMarr did
that.
with
You need
those
that.
kids, no, you need it. What you did with those kids to keep them doing positive stuff and teaching them maturity and being mature off the court. And I see you speak to them, and that's what you need, because when you're in the limelight like that, sometimes you act
Yeah.
up and you can get caught
Yeah.
up in stuff. But D, you did a great job and you deserve it. And you know, and what better is your freaking school, bro? You know what I mean? You're not at another school trying to win a championship. You're at your home school, and that's what's great to me is like on that staff, you went to North,
Unbelievable.
bro.
Well,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm a shout out Al, man, because he pulled me on and he said, "Yo, listen, I got to get somebody that win here." He told me that when he put me on. I respected it, and I still respect it. And guess what? Now I'm getting a ring with North High on it, bro. It's a crazy feeling for me. And like I said, I respect Al for that. And I got to shout out the kids, man. The kids, we went through a lot. We went through a lot this year. A lot of trials and tribulations, as well as you, D, with your group. If you're going to win it, and you're going to win it next year, I'm going to call it too. But the more to that story is, shout out Ty. And Ty is leaving this year. Shout out Ty. Good for you, man. I'm happy for him, man. I don't know what other people think about it. And honestly, I don't care. My opinion is I love him. I love him for that. I love all of these kids, and I told them that about 1,000 times this year, and they must think I'm half crazy because I don't think these kids say they love you. I don't think they say that, but I do, because I am older now and I understand the meaning of it, and I understand that, you know, you got to give love, man, and receive love the same way. So Ty, I'm happy for him. I hope he does phenomenal things over there at New Hampton, right? Good job. I hope everybody else stays, because if everybody else stays, we're winning it again. I'm calling it right here, right now. But we was gonna talk about
talent.
Brice Young. Brice James.
So I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that I posted him in the video. Diego hit me up after and was like, "Yo, you know,
he's nasty,
in that
though.
video."
Brice James.
I think he's gonna be better than Bronny, bro.
Me too.
He has a lot of skill. He has a lot of skill.
But the story with that is Tahlan was guarding him. So I want to see the whole thing. Now I got to get in touch with Kevin, because Kevin had to be there because he's everywhere and he always got that camera, right? So I want to get in touch with him because I want to see the other highlights. I want to see the other side of it, because I know Tahlan is nice too. Now we're talking about LeBron James' son, so we understand, but I want to see how it went on the other end of the court when Tahlan had the ball, because that boy can go.
Yeah.
It's amazing that he's playing with that talent. Like it's a boost for Worcester. Like people look like, okay, our kids are small, they're never gonna make the league or whatever. It's Worcester, it's Mass, whatever. But that dude, that's got to be top competition if LeBron James' son is in that league. And really, he's been nasty every time I've seen him play. I love Brice. I don't think.
Go ahead, keep going. Yeah, I just want to remember that topic you said.
I love Brice because it seems like he was overshadowed by Bronny. And not that I
Yeah.
don't think Bronny's going to be good, because he's going to be good, but I don't know if his love for the game is all there. It's different. You got a father who's been kind of pounding you to be that way. Everyone kind of expects you to be that guy, but I think Brice is kind of overshadowed, and the way he plays he's got it.
Yeah. He's
I
got an
agree.
old man game. He's
He
got an old
does.
man game.
He
Yeah,
does.
his IQ is very high. He does really good things. And again,
Yeah.
I just seen little videos. I know, like
Me
D
too.
said, I never
Right.
judge on highlights. I can make a kid get 3 layups and a free throws, and you think he's nasty, and he never played defense in his life. So
Right.
it doesn't matter.
I'm the master.
Highlights don't tell me anything.
I'm a
Highlights
man.
don't tell me anything. But that's a good topic. How you said, these kids getting to play with all that's what me and D talk about is what's wrong with playing Division III basketball. I literally could take half these kids in high school, go to like Clark, who had a very good year. Salem State's always good, and put them on the court with some of those kids or their practice, and they wouldn't be able to handle it, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's like you guys don't understand. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what division you are, bro. If you're playing
Does it.
college basketball, it's good. There's Division III players that just didn't get the grades, but they're D1 level. They
Didn't
didn't have the money.
Duncan Robinson play Division III?
I think so, yeah.
I think Duncan Robinson for the Heat played Division III at one point.
Yeah. It doesn't even matter, bro. It's like you're playing college basketball, bro. That's what you should be. You're getting education. You're getting when you leave there, you're gonna have a great job. You're gonna become great parents or in the workforce. And that's what I was gonna touch on is everyone asked me, D, you happy with your wins? You went 22, you went undefeated, and you went 20 and 2. My legacy is not my records, bro. My legacy is what I'm seeing now. Like you see Aaliyah's and the Graces and all these kids and Sam O'Gara that played for me and all the kids that played for me in the past, what they're doing with their life now. You see what I'm saying? 15, 20 years legacy. That's what I care about. Is what do they do after they leave, stay, graduate college? Are they becoming good parents? Are they in the workforce doing really good? What are they doing for their community? That's my legacy, bro. That's what I want to carry my legacy. It's not about those wins and that's all good and the trophies and stuff.
It's not
But
about that
that makes me,
one regular season loss in 2 years. It's not about.
yeah, I know it's not about that stuff, but it's more about like
Leave that to me.
DeMarr. You see,
Leave that to me.
you know what I mean? Like DeMarr, like we went to high school together. No one knew what we were gonna do, bro. Like we've been playing this. Like he's doing this. His kids are in Division I, and he has 2 other kids about to go. And it's great. That's a legacy, bro. That's what I want to. That's my legacy. Is what are our kids doing 20 years from now?
Absolutely.
That's it.
What?
Who cares about? No one cares about the wins and the losses. Something you let the people deal with that. But that's what I want to be known for. Like the kids that I helped and they come back and pay it forward, bro. That's it.
Yes, sir.
I love
That's
it. I love it. And
That's it.
I see it up close, man. So we got 1
Yeah.
minute left. We're gonna
Damn.
do another podcast. So
Be flying.
I know, man.
Hey, the
Yo,
next
but this is
podcast
real,
about
man. This was
3
real.
mini camps, baby.
3 mini camps coming. Let's
I'm
go.
down.
You better.
Let's
We're gonna
go.
get a link. So D, I'm gonna set up a link.
We might have to call it. We might have to call it triple threat, D.
No. People use it. I don't like that.
They like it. We
There's
got to
a
come up
certain
with it. We
dude.
got to come up with something. There.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hey, listen. Listen. The mini camps are where it's at, baby. I'm telling you,
Hey,
Mike.
He did.
Mike,
you know I'll
you're
be
gonna
there.
love. You're gonna love the Friday night mini camp.
Yeah.
I can't wait, man.